Kunen Saab, do you remember what the assignment was?
Yeah, assignment was, sir, in any relationship, if we have to resolve what exactly we are going to communicate, what will we speak, what will we listen, and then how we'll address.
Yeah, two things. First, we were talking about what kind of speaking and listening will be required. Yeah. What is the kind of speaking and listening will be required? And what is the second part of it? Petri?
How to start a conversation, what we will say.
Exactly. How would you start the conversation with them? Okay. So any of you figured out how you're going to start it? I mean, suppose you've got some problem with me in a relationship and you want to sort it out. How would you start the conversation with me? But that's the most tricky part, you see. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what
How
I will
will you
do,
initiate that?
Willingness to accept another person's point of view without changing it, sir.
No, that is what is there in your head.
Yeah.
How are you going to start the conversation? Yes, Kunen.
what I'll do, sir, I'll first of all, I'll drop all my defense. I'll become vulnerable, and I'll approach the person that because of some of my behavior, if you are not happy, I'm willing to resolve whatsoever relationship we do have with us. So can we discuss, can we talk to each other so that if something is there between us, we can resolve together. So that way I'll start the conversation.
Okay, that might be a good way to start a conversation. Anybody else? Any other way you can think of? Yes, Abhinav?
Yeah, so first of all, I will actually look at myself that if I'm not, whether I'm making I will first of all make it clear in my mind that it is my issue and it's not an issue with the other person. Because I've seen even after doing landmark forum, what I used to do was that I used to hold the other person responsible and then start a conversation trying to resolve it. And then later on I realized that I have to take 100% responsibility. That it is my issue. It's and not even if I'm upset with somebody and not blaming that person. And then once I'm clear about that, then starting a conversation.
Yeah, okay. But my question is, that's fine. That's what you'll do before you start the conversation, right?
Yes.
How do you initiate the conversation? That's a very tricky part,
So you can say,
if you don't start it.
No, I would say, I'm sorry that we've had this difference for years and I want to solve it. And then you start.
Okay, that is one of the things you could say. Very well. I want you to think now, guys, listen, when you are talking to me today, let's not have a general talk, okay?
Okay.
You pick somebody in your mind with whom you actually have a issue in a relationship and start thinking, how would I initiate my conversation with that person? So one of the methods you have said, Hasina ji, that's correct. Steven, you were saying something?
Yes, sir.
Hasina ji, there's too much noise.
I will start this way. Sometimes it goes in a very humor sense, but still it works well, very well for me. I'll start a conversation saying that I want to tell you something important. Tell you what is that important. The important thing is you are so important to me. Then I will start saying that I have I sense some communication or energy flow in us. I may be wrong. Can we discuss about that?
Okay. Sounds good to me. Anybody else? See, the whole purpose of my asking you is that you are thinking about an actual situation that you are having and how would you actually start that conversation. Yes, Neeti. Go ahead, Neeti.
Yes, sir, I've been watching the sessions I missed, and what I realized was in one of the relationships, I have a major problem is because I have a fall trauma for 30 years in me. And he also is prone to a lot of fall and injury. So that trauma of mine comes whenever I am addressing his safety walking measures. So my trauma takes over and I am like taking away his independence in many ways. And in many ways, I am just trying to make sure that he does not have that kind of an injury. So I think the first thing is my addressing to my own self that I have my trauma and I have to keep that aside when I'm addressing with him, and also make him aware that I come with this trauma in me when I am talking to you on this topic. That, a self-confession to myself and to the other person is coming to me as the foremost step.
Yeah, it might come in at some point. But my
for
question
me-
is very fundamental. How would you start that conversation? You
My-
see, some of these people, you talk to them every day,
Huh.
correct? But now you want to have a discussion to resolve something which is specifically there. Now, if you remember, what we want in a relationship is that we should support each other. We should empower each other. We should make each other stronger. That's what we want, right? We want to restore honor, trust, allowance, gratitude, vulnerability. In fact, in order to start the conversation itself, you'll have to make yourself vulnerable. Okay?
Yes.
So when you said that I'm going to be there with that trauma thing in my mind, see, whenever you think about the trauma, are you being vulnerable? No.
So I till now did not realize how much that trauma takes over my conversation when I am
Exactly.
talking about a
So
fall
what do you
or
do?
walking.
What do you do when the trauma takes over? When you say trauma takes over means what? It makes you behave in a way that you don't want to.
Yes.
Okay. So now look, trauma means I got hurt, I got injured, I got frightened, blah blah blah, whatever. So to counter that, you start behaving in a certain fashion, right? That is a sign that you're not being vulnerable.
Okay.
But you want to show strong when actually you're not feeling strong, right?
Yes.
You want to be showing that you're very bold whereas you're not feeling bold. I don't know, I'm just saying. Only you know what the thing is.
My this thing is, no, you're right. I did not think of it as to what I am trying to show with that. But
Otherwise, how would it matter? You tell me whether you have a trauma or you don't have a trauma. Why would it interfere? Only because of this, no?
Yeah, because then I get overprotected and I'm taking away the other person's independence. In a way, yes. I am taking away the other person's independence by being overprotected.
Because of the way you feel about your own past issue.
Yes, because it was a long drawn, what it was. So it was a long drawn treatment, yes.
Okay.
So it's only when I saw these, I've not seen yesterday's session, but the previous two I saw, and that is what I realized that, I still carry that trauma which I thought I had got over.
Okay, and now for a moment, if you look at what you want in that relationship, for a moment, because see, this is what happens. If you get into a conversation and you forget the purpose of the conversation, then there is a problem. So what is the purpose? There is a problem, correct? Why would you call it a problem? Because something is missing now because of the problem. We'll not go into the problem. We'll go into because of the problem, what has gone missing, right? Supporting each other has gone missing, maybe. Empowering each other has gone missing, maybe. Making each other stronger has gone missing, right? Maybe honor has gone missing. Maybe trust has gone missing. Definitely you'll find that affinity is not there anymore. The closeness which you want. So you want to have the conversation to address what has gone missing in that relationship, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Now, you want to have a conversation to restore the, so are you supporting or not supporting?
The idea is to support.
You are supporting already, are you not?
Yes.
So is the other person supporting you to support them?
No.
So that may be that you're not getting the support that you seek, right? Are you
No.
now, are you empowering someone?
No.
Yeah, because you feel that you're overprotective.
Yes.
When you're overprotective, you cannot empower.
Yes.
Because you want to do things for them and, rather than letting it be done by themselves. Right? Are you making each other stronger?
No, not at all.
So now you know what is to be addressed.
Yes.
Now, why would you now allow your trauma or not trauma to come in the way? I have to support this person. Now, if you have to ask for support, that's where the problem is.
Yes.
Right? Suppose you're not asking for support. Why would you not be asking for support?
I guess I don't know how to ask for support.
No, maybe, see, that's where I said before you get into the conversation, you'll have to clear up a lot of stuff in your own head. For example, I'm just guessing here, I don't know. There's no point asking for support if this guy doesn't know how to support. We might have a very strongly held point of view because of past and all that this guy is not going to support.
That kind of a feeling also comes because each individual is a different personality type.
That's okay. All I'm saying is we need to deal with what is coming in our own way, which does not allow us to ask for the support that we need. Right? Life would be so simple, right? If I could just tell my person, let's not forget we are related with these people mostly, whether by job or by, relationship like family or whatever. We are related, right? Yet we are hesitating to tell them, hello, I need your support. But that's interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
And that's what has to be resolved. That why am I hesitating to ask someone to support me